Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will continue with Group D, Group E and Group F analysis of the group stage. Alright, let's start with Group D. Group D, that's Croatia, Czech, England and Scotland. Obviously, England is the top of the group with 7 points, winning 2 matches and drawing 1. And second, it will be Croatia, and third, it will be Czech, and the last, it will be Scotland. And as you can see, England is only is top of the group, but they only scored 2 goals. By all of the 2 goals is by one of their players, Sterling, and Croatia have 4 players, and all of them scored by 3 different people, and also Czech have 3 goals, all scored by their own number 10 striker. Scotland obviously have 1 goal, only 1 player there. And there's no own goal happen in Group D. That is quite surprising. All other groups, there's at least 1 or 2 own goals in that group, but this is the only group don't have any own goals. And also there's a lot of key passes in Croatia and Czech, with 24 in Croatia and 22 in Czech. And you can see that pass accuracy is quite high as well. Of Croatia 85.2%, with England 85.8% is quite high of the passing accuracy already. And also was quite disciplined in this group. Only Croatia have 5 yellow cards, other teams have 4, following with Czech and Scotland have 3, England only have 1. And also there's quite a lot of tackles in this group, with Croatia 46, Czech with 75, England with 41 and Scotland with 65, and all of the tackle accuracy is quite low, except England and Croatia have 70.1%, with Croatia have 67.4%. Others is below 60, which is quite average. That's why they can't defend, or they can't get the ball back easily. Alright, overall my rating for Group D of these 4 teams, I have Croatia with 5, manager performance with 6. I think the manager is still quite good, but I think the reason why Croatia is playing quite average is because I think their player is quite old. They don't have enough energy to compete with Czech, England and Scotland. They only win against Scotland with 3-1, a draw with Czech, and lose against England. I think it's all about energy. I think if all of the players is young, like 2 to 3 years old, I think they will be easily be top of the group with quite a lot of experience as well. And Czech, I give 6 for the rating. Manager performance with 7. I think the manager's decision for their team and the substitution is quite clear and quite strong, and he think his team should be doing better, and they did quite well to the quarterfinal, just losing 2-1 to Denmark. And England, I give the players and manager, both of them is 6. I don't think Gareth Southgate being good enough in group stage. I think he need to be substituted more to make sure that with their quality they should win all of their 3 matches by easily, not just winning 1 goal. I think they should winning by like 2 to 3 goals. It should be easily for them. And Scotland, I give their players rating with 4, the manager's performance with 5. Most of their players play in a big competition like Premier League, but I don't think they perform well enough to qualify in this group. Obviously, it's quite difficult. Their level won't be too far off with Czech and Croatia. Other Croatia players is quite good, but I think the energy don't have Scotland players like that. But the manager did really well already. Make some quite a few different plan, putting different players in different position, try to use their best team to get some point, and they did. They did get 1 point and 1 goal as well. So yeah, that's all in Group D. Let's go on to Group E. Alright, Group E, that's Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. And Sweden obviously is quite surprising to be top of the group, following with Spain, Slovakia, and Poland. Poland is quite disappointed, don't get any 3 points, didn't win any match, only draw 1 against Spain, lose to Slovakia and Sweden. Obviously against Sweden, that's the last match. If they don't win, they don't get to qualify, so they need to have a gamble. That's why they lose this match. If not, I think they might draw in that match. Alright, in this group there's quite a lot of goals going on. That's 16 goals in this match, with 3 own goals, so quite a lot of own goals in this match. In Group D there's none, but in this group there's 3 own goals. Alright, in this place in Group E, the shooting accuracy I think overall is quite low. The highest shooting accuracy it was surprisingly is Spain, 39.6%, and changing to goal, that's the highest is Sweden with 40.3%. I think their shooting accuracy is quite low. They need to do better to provide more goals. Like Spain, these teams have a lot of high quality players, star players. I think they need to do better than that. Also, key passes I think it's quite low as well. Poland and Spain have the same with 31, Slovakia with 19, Sweden with 17. But their tackles is absolutely, I think, is quite fantastic for Poland and Sweden. Slovakia with Poland have 68.9%, Slovakia 54.5%, and Sweden at 56.3%. Obviously, Spain is the best team in this group according to their players and their ranking as well. So I think they should have the highest with 69.6% of tackle percentage. And also, I think this group discipline is not that well. As you can see, Poland have 6 yellow cards with 1 red card, and Slovakia have 6 yellow cards, Spain with 4 yellow cards, and Sweden is the best team, only have 3 yellow cards. And also surprisingly, Spain have only 1 save in all group stage 3 match against Sweden, Slovakia, and Poland. And obviously in this group there's 2 players scoring with 3 goals. Their top goal scorer with Poland Lewandowski and Sweden with Forsberg. So you can see that both 2 teams so rely on their players, then have separate onto others. Alright, in my rating I think Poland got 4 points, and with manager got 5 points. I think their team is not bad at all. Maybe getting the first red card against Slovakia is one of the easy matches to win, and they lose in that match. I think that's why it's the most different to this group and to Poland as well. Alright, Slovakia I give the playings and the manager with 4 as well. I think they should do better. They did really well against Poland, and playing a little bit poor against Sweden, and even more poor. I think Slovakia I give 4 for both of the rating and manager. They play quite well against Poland. They play quite poor against Sweden, and the last they play quite rubbish against Spain. They didn't look like they're going uphill. They going downhill in the all group stage competition. Alright, Spain I give their manager 4. Give their players 4 and the managers is 3, and that's because Spain is the best team in this group, but only getting 5 points in second place I think is really poor. According to a player like Morata, Ferran Torres, like these kind of players, it should be easy winning a lot of different matches, scoring a lot of goals. So I think the manager is really poor for the substitution, choosing the player to start. He even can't figure out who's the best starting lineup for them. So I think it is quite a shocking decision from the manager. Alright, Sweden, last of Group E, I give their players and the manager a 5, both of them. I didn't think Sweden is fantastic, but I think the only first match against Spain, that's fantastic to get a draw in this match, not losing a single goal with 0-0. Also have a nearly shock Spain to lose that match as well. So, but manager, I don't think he actually did really well. I think it's just Anderson is just always like that, being quite compact as a group, playing as a whole team, not rely on individual to defense or scoring. Obviously, scoring may be relied on for Australia, but I think overall Sweden is playing a whole team and they know each other quite well. So I think manager is quite average performance. So I give him 5 as well. Alright, let's go on to Group F, our last group of the group stage. Alright, Group F is the last group, as you know. That's France, Germany, Hungary, and Portugal. And France is the top of the table, following by Germany, Portugal, and Hungary. Quite not surprised, it's only the bottom of the group is Hungary, but surprisingly they scored 3 goals, 1 against France, 2 against Germany, getting 2 points. Drawing with France and Germany as well. That's quite surprising for a lot of people. They think they're just coming to have some fun, to get some experience, but they can totally tell you they're not getting some fun, not getting only some experience. They want to qualify, and they have the quality to nearly qualify. So they're losing 3-0 against Portugal. I think it's quite unlucky, losing the first goal in the 80 few minutes and suddenly lose 2 more goals. And you can see if they draw that match, it will be totally game changing for the whole group. They might have the possibility to qualify for Group F as well. But you can see that's plenty of goals going on this match. I think it's the most, with 20 goals, 4 by France, 6 by Germany, 3 by Hungary, and 7 at the most is by Portugal. And that's also 3 own goals in this match. But surprisingly, Hungary shooting accuracy is the highest in all over this competition. That 52.6% shooting is on target. That's the highest. Really surprising. More than half is really good performance already. They have 19 shot, 10 on target. And Portugal have the highest changing goal accuracy with 25%, shooting with 28 and 14 on target, and 7 it will be a goal, and 5 of them is by Cristiano Ronaldo. So you can see is Portugal is still to rely on them, and they need another player to step up in the next competition to help Portugal to go further of this competition. And also, you can see that's not a lot of key passes. Only 25 by France, 29 from Germany, 14 by Hungary, and 21 by Portugal. And also, that's discipline. I think only Portugal is the best team with 1 yellow card. Other teams have either 5 or 6. And as you know, Portugal have their top striker Ronaldo scoring 5, with Germany have 2 by Kai Havertz, and France by Karim Benzema, and others is all only scoring 1. Alright, let's go to the overall of my think about Group F. Obviously, France is the 2018 World Cup winner, but I don't think they play well enough to secure the first place. I think it's just quite lucky to have the first place. So I give 5 for both the manager and the players. I think the manager should do better to make the substitution, to make sure that they win all of the matches, to make sure their first place is secure. Alright, so Germany, I give their players 4 and the managers 5. I think their manager substitution did his best already, but the players, some of them against France, didn't play well enough, and Hungary as well, losing 2 goals is not good enough in defense. So I that's why I give 4 for the players. But I think the manager make the right substitution already to make sure that they qualify either second place or third place. I don't think is a huge difference for them. Hungary, so good. I think the players and the manager is absolutely fantastic in this group, so that's why both of them I give 6 for them. I think they should do slightly better to make sure that they draw against Portugal or even win against Germany. Both of them is it's just a little bit different, but I think sometimes it's just a bit luck, and sometimes they ping it to the group F. I think it's quite difficult for them to qualify. Alright, the last it will be Portugal. I give the players with 4 and the managers with 5. I think the only laid back of this performance is against Germany. And that match is totally on the right back side. It's on right hand side, not only the right back player. I think it's so literally a big hole for Germany. Keep going forward, keep going to score loads of goals, losing 4-2. It's quite ugly performance from them. I don't think it's only right of the right player. Semedo is all of the center defensive midfield, attacking right mid. All of these on the right hand side player need to fill in that goal, helping the right back to make sure that the hole is not there for the German attacking players to go for it, keep scoring, keep crossing, deliver dangerous ball. Only the centre back and the right back need to face. So that's why. But the manager did his best already, stopping to 2 players to go in that position. But really, 2 players in the same position with that quality, I think it's too poor for the players. Alright, that's all my Group D, E and F group stage analysis, and I also thank you so much to watch all of my videos. That's the last videos of the group stage, not group stage, of the whole Euros will be coming up with good stuff, with the best team and to the worst team. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys turn on the notification bell and subscribe, so make sure you don't miss the next video or even further Premier League and Champions League football coming up. Alright, see you in the next video. Goodbye.